So it's finished here at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town 1, Wolves 0. Wolves were never really at the races all night tonight. A lot of players really just weren't on it. You've got to give credit to Huddersfield. They did make a lot of changes. The players that came in really fought for their shirt. Maybe there was some belief in that team, you know, because the last team that they did beat was Wolves, and they'd gone to like 14 games without a victory. And I said in my match preview, you know, I was hoping that Wolves would get the results, and if we were on it, we should do. But Huddersfield are just one of those teams that are a bogey side for Wolves. You know, I think that's 12 out of the last 14 games that Huddersfield have beaten Wolves. And really, you know, where we are in the table and where Huddersfield are, it probably shouldn't have happened. But Wolves, you know, we played the whole game and we have not created had one shot on target. I felt like we were in control a lot of the game. I thought Huddersfield created a bit of danger, but we were never really threatening, and it was going to be a mistake. I think it may have been a mistake, a bit of panic at the back that led to the goal. They scrambled it through in added. I think it was just gone into added time when they scored their goal to go to take the lead. And then, you know, how many times have Wolves scored goals, you know, in added time this season? More than anybody else, to be fair. And you know, it's going to happen to us at some point. But like Huddersfield, you know, they're going, you know, they've won tonight. They're celebrating as if they have actually won the Champions League, the World Cup, and the FA Cup. And I suppose when you've not won for so many games, that winning feeling is nice, and their players are doing a bow and a celebration. But the reality of it is that they're going down to the Championship, and Wolves are heading, you know, not this year, but in a few years' time, to the Champions League. So sorry about the interruption, guys. They were actually closing up the stadium, so I had to move. So actually I'm just picking this up now at the services. I've got a nice cup of tea as usual, as you can see. And I'm just reflecting on the game. As I said at the end, it's like, you know, well done to Huddersfield. You know, I spoke to a few fans on the way out the game. They're chuffed that, you know, that Leeds lost tonight, and you know, they're hoping that they'll be playing Leeds in the Championship next year. Wolves, yeah, okay, we've lost the game tonight, but it's one of them things, isn't it? In football, you can't win them all. Maybe, you know, the trip down to south to Bournemouth, come back, and then all the way up to Huddersfield. We did look a bit leggy. There's a lot of players that weren't on the game tonight. To me, if I had to pick a man of the match, I'd probably give it to, personally, to Johnny Otto. If I was to pick out the bunch, but I don't think anyone had an exceptional game. I thought the changes that Nuno made, bringing Cav on and Morgan Gibbs White, were probably correct. The only change that I would have made difference I would not have bought Costa on. I think if he'd have bought Traore on, I don't think we'd have lost the game. I think actually he would have caused absolute carnage. They've got a couple of younger players that were in there, and they were never really tested. In Traore, I think he has improved a lot recently, and I think potentially if he'd have bought Traore on, we wouldn't have lost the game, and we might have actually won it. As it happens, we've lost another game to Huddersfield. They've got 14 points, we've given them 6, so we have tried to keep them up, but I don't think they're going to stay up. I'm looking particularly tired now at the end of the day. But yeah, you know, I'm not going to get too down about it. You know, we need to get back to winning ways, and hopefully we can do that against Cardiff. You know, they need a little bit of downtime, a little bit of, shall we say, time to recover, and then they go again. This is what happens in football. You know, it's not a given. We're disappointed because we're Wolves fans and we expect to be beating Huddersfield with where we're at, but we're not. We're still 8th in the table. I know there's a couple of games to go on Wednesday night, and we're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup against Man United. And you know, if we finish in the top half of the table and we get to a Wembley final, and I do feel we're going to beat United personally, then what a season that's been. And what a season it's been anyway. So yeah, leave your comments below, smash a like on the video, let me know how you're feeling tonight, and also what your man of the match was. And there should be a match day vlog that will follow as well on the game. It's just a bit disappointing that we played the whole game and we've actually had no shots on target. I don't think Nuno's going to be particularly happy about that stat. But hey, that's football, onwards and upwards, and hopefully we'll get back on it again at the weekend.